Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and for all you guys who've never seen me before, please subscribe and check them out. Basically, I make a lot of YouTube travel videos and vlogs, but I'm going to try and broaden my YouTube channel essentially and give a lot more travel tips, because I get a lot of people online and all my friends back home. They're like, Killian, you've been traveling for like 5 years now. What's the secret? How do you do it? Like, I don't have the money, I'm just about to leave school, I don't know what to do. Pretty much all the bullshit excuses they can think of coming up with to try to avoid taking that first step into traveling. And to be honest, I was the exact same. My brother actually started traveling before me, and it was only after seeing all his videos and pictures that I got really jealous and was like, fuck this job. I had a good job back home. I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna go too. So I did. I jumped in. I didn't have as much money saved as I'd like to have, but once you start traveling, trust me, things always work out. You'll find your feet and you're gonna absolutely love it. So yeah, I'm gonna try and give you 10 of my top tips that I can think of off the top of my head for cheap travel and sort of travel hacks and maybe some of them I probably shouldn't be telling you, but fuck it. This is my own YouTube channel, I do what I want. Anyway, let's get into it. First off, it's not really a tip, but it's something I talked about just before there. It's just stop overthinking things and just do it. It sounds hard, but it really isn't that hard, trust me. It's obviously great that you have a job back home, but every single week, take a certain amount of money off your paycheck and put it in a savings account. And you won't believe over 4 to 6 months how much that actually builds. Let me think about this. I think when I was leaving for Australia in 27th of February 2012, I'll never forget it. I think I had maybe £400 left in my bank account after spending I think it was like $1,200 on a flight to Australia. A lot of people, it is crazy how much they have saved before they travel, and they still think it's not enough. Like my brothers and I, we met a couple, they're like £10,000 saved. That's absolutely crazy. Like, I wouldn't know what to do with that money. Anyway, yeah, so as I said, like £300-400 saved up. Some people would absolutely freak out and think that's nowhere near enough, but it could be right. But I did it, and 5 years later I've traveled to I don't know how many countries now, and I'm having an awesome time. So yeah, it just takes that first little step to make it from your country, wherever you're from, until your first destination. I'll talk a little bit more and a few other tips down the line about working and traveling. That's a very good thing. I recommend it to everybody. But yeah, just stop overthinking things and just jump in, work the job, save all the money, and once you do it, like, this is when the adrenaline starts kicking in. It's actually real now. You're actually going. Okay, for number 2, I'm definitely looking into the best method of traveling. Obviously, I was flying from Ireland to Australia, so I'm going to get a flight. I wasn't going to sit in a boat for like fucking 2.5 years. So I'm going to explain what I did and how it was wrong, and I'm going to show you probably the best way of doing things. So obviously I was a unexperienced traveler. I didn't really know what was happening, so I thought the best thing to do was go to like a travel agent and have them do everything for you. That sounds like the best thing to do, right? Totally wrong. They actually rip you off. They promise you all these good deals, so they're going to help you set up your phone, set up your bank account, your SIN number, all these sort of things you don't really need once you arrive. They obviously make you think that it's hard to set up once you arrive there, but I can tell you this, I've been, and it is so easy to set up a phone, your bank. You can do everything in one day, and they're probably charging $200-300 extra to do it. So yeah, stay clear of them guys and just book it yourself. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually jump onto the laptop screen and bring you up what I see on the computer. I'm going to hit up a couple of different websites. Some of the ones I'd recommend would be Skyscanner. It's a very good one. And Google Flights. Oh, that's not meant to be there. Yeah, as I was saying, Google Flights, it's a really good way of, if you're not sure exactly where you're actually planning to go, you can actually go in here. So as you see, I'm currently in Toronto right now. I can search for anywhere I want to go to and get a price, which is also pretty cool. Okay, so right now I am in Toronto, and say for instance I want to go to Bangkok. I can see right there, $885. Not bad, right? Yeah, so as you can see here, this is only very quickly, but it gives you a very broad spectrum of like all the different cities and all the different prices. So definitely check that out. And then we go on to Skyscanner. I'm pretty sure everyone's heard of Skyscanner. It's bloody awesome. So as I said, I'm in Toronto. I want to go to, for instance, let's say Bangkok. And what the cool thing is, let me see, one way. Instead, you click depart, instead of actually picking an exact date, you go over this little tab here, whole month, And even further, you can pick each month, but what you want to do, if you're not tied to a certain date, click cheapest month and then search. And there you go. This is for the month of May. I say I want to go in June. Okay, look at this. Friday the 2nd of June, $822. And then you literally 2 weeks later, $1,200. Look at the amount of money you're saving just by not having an exact date. This is what the really good thing about Skyscanner is. You can literally go and compare every single day of every single month. $684 from Toronto to Bangkok. Holy fuck. Cut this camera off, I'm booking this. So tip number 3 and tip number 4, they both play a part hand in hand together. Tip number 3 being spend more time in fewer places. Most people, they go on like week trips, 2 week trips. How's that enough time to explore the whole city? There's no way you're going to be able to do everything in a week. So what's the best way to spend more time in fewer places? Honestly, get a job there. There's so many advantages of getting a job in the particular city or country. I actually cannot recommend it enough. That's what me and my other 2 brothers have been doing for the last 3-4 years. Literally traveling around, get a job, save enough money, and then move on once you're happy. You feel like you've seen everything you want to see. So another good tip for working and traveling is if you've got your own skill, maybe if you can sing, you can play guitar, you can do a little bit of busking to earn some extra money on the side. I myself am a videographer and graphic designer, so I've got clients in each city I go to. I go out, hand out my business cards. If anybody needs any sort of work, they can give me a call and I'll do some work for them. That's a really good way of bringing in some extra cash. I could recommend that to you guys. Yeah, it doesn't have to be photography or busking, it could literally be anything. I can't really think of anything off the top of my head, but if you're good at something, never do it for free. That's what my dad told me. So that leads us on to number 5, the last tip on this part of the video. Obviously you click on the next video, you'll get the other 5. But yeah, the last one's a pretty good one, and it's probably the one that I probably shouldn't be telling you, but here goes. Cook in rather than eating out. But don't get me wrong, once in a while, always treat yourself. Take yourself out to a nice restaurant. You deserve it. But for the sake of this travel tip video, this is a way of really saving a lot of money. Every good supermarket in the world these days have self-scan checkouts. So a good trick that my friends have told me, they've told me that if you go to the deli, you order a big bunch of chicken, beef, steak, whatever it is you want, take it to the checkout, put it on the scales, hit a vegetable. Instead of chicken, instead of scanning the barcode, you can type in potatoes, punch in mushrooms, whatever, something really cheap, and that literally, it's a fraction of the price, and you get away with it apparently. I mean, like, I've never tried it myself personally. I don't think that's a really good idea. I mean, like, I've never tried it, I swear. So there we have it, that's number 1 of 5. If you want to see the next video, click a little link here. I'll probably put a little button up here or something. Yeah, check that out. There's some awesome tips on this next video. I definitely recommend checking it out. Guys, thanks very much for watching. Give the video a big thumbs up, it really does help me out. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below regarding traveling, tips. So any questions or queries you have, let me know. Drop it in the comments below and I'll try my best to help you out. So click the next video, and until next time, Sláinte.